Okay, so I finished my workout. 20 minutes is my new commitment to myself. Because I'm tired of excuses. So did that. I'm gonna go into the bike room to stretch, and then I'm gonna go home. And I'm gonna show you guys what I prep. So this is me doing my 90-90 drill. This is just a great way to loosen your hips. It's a bit of a cross shot, but not terrible. Really, the hard part is that when I do this drill, I tend to end up in 45. Okay, so I left the gym. It's raining today. It's supposed to rain the whole weekend. First weekend of break. And you know what? I was sick the whole last week of school, but you know what? I am so thankful now because I can thoroughly enjoy my break. I'm not going to get my period till January. I feel like God just gave it to me all hella quick. So I could enjoy the rest of my vacation, and I feel blessed, okay? Like sometimes God just has to shake up your life a little bit. So I'm going to go home, and the first thing I'd like to do is put my things away. After I do that, I'm going to prep. So today is going to be, I got like a flank steak, eggs, and a salad. And I know exactly what salad I'm going to do. It's like this Nashville hot ranch salad. So freaking good. I'm actively shifting my perception on what I'm capable of doing. And right now I feel very capable of taking control of my diet. I'm realizing I was kind of going back into that place where I was feeling like everything you think is true. No, not true. Not true at all. It is up to you and you alone to decide what your life will look like. And I forgot that for a quick second. You would think I would know that, being the person I am. But hey, sometimes we all need a little shake-up call. And the shake-up call was listening to two sportscasters talk about heavyweight boxers. And they were like, man, Ali was a super heavyweight because that man was moving at 205. Meanwhile, I was like, oh shit, I'm literally like 215 right now, 220 last time I checked. So I'm like, all right, your girl's in her heavyweight era, truly. But also, I don't want to be. I want to go back to my medium weight. I was the medium weight champ for a real long time. Now I'm a heavyweight, and I'm like, it's too heavy. Man, 190 looks like a dream right now. So, yeah, that's where I'm at, and that's where I would like to go. So, this is now this journey. I am now making a commitment to myself that every Saturday morning, 30 minutes active. Bless. Heavyweight era, gone. Medium weight champ, she's coming back. Here is my salad. It's your girl Dia. I'm back. I am sitting down for an exclusive interview with myself about where I've been in the last year-ish and a half and all the things that have happened in between. So I started this vlog really just wanting to express myself through fitness, and then it turned into like this weird mental crises I had within myself of like depression and all this stuff. And I went to Japan. I moved in with my boyfriend. I started a lot of different things in my life. Second year to school, realizing my job is very stressful. So the beginning is this. Earlier this year, I went to Japan. Work trip, all expenses paid. I did go early to Japan, so it was one of those things where it's like we cover 10 days or whatever, but then if you want to go early, we'll just book you early, but you gotta like figure out your own housing situation. So I got an Airbnb with my sister. She was there with me for a week. She's always wanted to go to Japan. I basically paid for us to be there. It was fun, but it was not what I expected. Japan's really cool. There's so much to do. If you've ever been to any Asian country, like they're set up for tourism in a specific way where everything is accessible to foreigners. And I know that must be annoying to the people who are from that country. My sister speaks a good amount of, like, I would say elementary level, probably like almost middle school level Japanese. So she was able to like translate certain things, understand a lot of things, but not read too much, right? Because she can only read kanji. She can't read the Mandarin stuff. So Japan was awesome. We got to experience a lot of cultural firsts. Quiet is the biggest one. Like, oh my God, Japan is so quiet. Like, if you are someone who needs constant noise, like, you'll love Japan. All you hear is the crows and the street lights. People do not talk. People do not look at you. It's one of the few countries that I'm like, oh, I could see this being like an interesting country to come to if you've never traveled outside of the country before. I think it would be really nice. So I liked it. I thought it was great. Would I go back on my own dime? No. Like, I want to see the world. Specifically, I'm really interested in the continent of Africa, but I would want to do the Caribbean cruise. Back to my life. So earlier this year, in the summer, I went to Japan. Before that, I was just living my best girl. Girlhood is all about embracing your girliness as an adult and like allowing it to speak in your space. And I had that girl apartment in the marina of SF, which is like notoriously bouge. So it was very girly. I lived on a girly street where I was like, here's a cute little coffee shop. I could go get my little matcha. I could go get my little trendy coffee. I could go get my little trendy bagel. Like, everything was there. The bars are just a hop, skip, jumping away. I now live in what I call Familyville. It's very like burby, you know. This neighborhood is very burby. So I moved. So literally, I finished my first year at a new school in SF. Made it by grace, grace give me God gave me so much grace. God gave me so much grace to finish this year, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna go back. But I enjoyed it so much, I'm back again. So I think I'm gonna stay there for a bit. Like, I have no desire to leave quite yet. Like, I usually know when my time is up. Like, God always lets me know when my time is up. And now that I like worked over there, so that was like January to like, so 2023, moved to the city, worked, did all my shit, met my boyfriend like beginning of 2024. We dated, got hella serious. And then at the end of the school year, he was like, hey, my neighbor's moving out. She's lived there for 15 years. We probably won't get a better deal. You should move in. I'm like going nutso because I'm like, I just got my girlhood finalized in the city. Like, I'm finally just a girl in the city. And I have a boyfriend. I gotta move in with him. And I love him. That was really how this went. So that was really like my vlogging life. And I move out on my old apartment. The week I come back, I move into the new apartment that I'm currently living in. So my summer was jam-packed, and I did summer school. It was crazy. Sometimes I'm like, what do I do with my time? You know, sometimes you don't realize how much time you really have. So I spent most of my summer moving, and it's just now starting to feel like things are where they need to be. So I'm feeling really good about where we are in this space, but we still need a lot of things to be fixed. Like, the space is not done. Like living with someone is really about rhythm and routine. I find that like once you know someone's routine, then you guys know what your rhythm is together, you know? So that's really been a thing for me. It's like, I'm now in a space where, you know, when I went from living in my mom's house to living with myself for a bit, like a year, and then moving in with my boyfriend, I was very hesitant too. And the reason was because, you know, there is something to be said about having your own space outside of what you've known before. But I've lived on my own. Like, I moved away for college. It was in the same town. I lived on campus. And then also when I was in the Peace Corps, I was living out, like, obviously by myself. So it was very much like, I've always had my own space, but I've never really had like a space in America that was like, I bought my own rent, like I'm paying for everything. Like I've always been sponsored. What can I say? I'm a sponsorable girl. Wish life was Animal Crossing, where you could just don't pick up your apples, pick up your oranges, and get 70,000 bells, or more like 700 bells. You know what I mean? We just all need easy bells, easy bells, easy bells. And so that brings us to present day, start of the school year. It's now December, and it finally feels like I've like planted firmly into my move. And I know that I'll feel even more firm in about a year. And so like this, I feel like is probably going to be where I want to stay for a while. Like I could see myself living here for like the next like 6 to 7 years easily. Just because it's a really great space. The only reason I would see myself moving is if I saved enough money to like actually buy a home with me and my soon to be home. Otherwise I love the space. What else is happening? My fitness. Guys, I've gained easily, let me do the math. I'm an auntie. Don't judge my iPad usage, okay? I'm filming on my phone. At least I'm not filming on the iPad. I went from 190 to 221. I gained 31 pounds in a year, you guys. Probably about 2 years. But considering I'm now living in the city, I mean, I was very, very stressed, you guys. Like, moving to the city is no joke. You definitely have to be on your P's and Q's all the time to live in a big city. And I'm definitely in a place now where I feel very comfortable with my lifestyle. So I'm like, I know what I can do. I know what I can afford. And I just got to, like, stay stern. So I have my ideas and my plans. But, yeah, so financially, not doing the greatest. Weight-wise, not doing the greatest. But like life-wise, enjoying it, killing it, loving it. I find that coming into your own is not what you expect it to be. I thought I was going to be like living my Sex in the City lifestyle. It's like I thought I was going to be in like this big ass apartment doing all this shit, but it's like I don't have a job that allows me to financially live that kind of lifestyle. So then it's like, how do you get there, right? How do we get there? This is one way. I really want to be a vlogger. I feel like vlogging is something that I super enjoy. I love commentary, and I want this channel to be a space where I can explore different versions of what this becomes. Specifically, filming. I know that it takes time to get to a place where you feel comfortable with what you're doing, but you also just have to start. And I've started multiple times and nothing's ever stuck. And so I've kind of decided that I'm just going to vlog. Like, that's all I'm going to do is vlog. And then if I get something out of this, I'm hoping that me being consistent with the vlogging is what leads me to the next project of whatever it is that I decide to do. Now, you guys, a long time. But in all fairness, I haven't really given it a real college try. So this is me really giving it a college try and take you guys along with me on my adventures of life. So I've updated you guys on my year. That is my year in recap. Hopefully you all know where I'm at now. We're all caught up to present day. This episode, we're gonna be talking about my life as it pertains to the day-to-day musings of being a teacher. I'm really gonna be doing a day in the life of a teacher because your girl is on some other ish. In another note, I'm gonna start here, but I don't know where this leads. I'm just hoping that it helps me tap into something creative. Is there anything creative about monetizing your life?